Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is December 17th, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000 on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. What do I see on the Russell? Let's minimize this. Let's maximize this. And let's do this. And let's change this to IWM. I should have it here somewhere. There we go. And let's zoom in here. Okay, on the Russell. The Russell is one that I say probably will not reach all-time highs this year. Because there's a long ways to go to get there. I didn't think the Russell would actually break 200, and I think it might have broke that this week. It did. It got to 204 on IWM and all. So it kind of surprised me there, but it's still it's just getting to the top of the range that it's been in, since the end of last year and all. So it's last week I was thinking at the top. Now it's really at a top. Let's see what's going to happen up here. But again, it's made a higher high and all. And this is a very, very, very big candle here and all. So it's looking very bullish still. And the Russell still definitely has room to go higher. It is the index, in my opinion, that is lagging the other indexes. The other indexes are a whole lot closer to their all-time highs than the Russell is at this time. So that's what we can definitely see when you start comparing all these four major indexes that I'm comparing, that I'm reviewing. If you compare them, you can see that the Russell is lagging. But the Russell definitely is bullish at this time, and let's see how high it can go and all. But let's go down here to this monthly chart, and let me zoom in a little bit here. And the Russell was one of these ones that was going sideways on a nice channel and all. It made some great trading. To be able to know where your bottom was at and now where your top is at, and it just played very well for the whole year long and all. So, and right now on the monthly chart, again, it is definitely above the 10. It definitely looking very bullish. It's just definitely now at the top of its range that it's been in all year long. So we've got to just kind of like wait and see what's going to happen here at this time and all. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, let's see, and this back here, I'm gonna just show this little cluster back here. That was a year cluster, pretty much, where the Russell stayed within a range all year long, and was definitely much tighter than what it did this year. This year it did about the same thing. It stayed in a range all year long and all. And will it break out of that range and try to go higher and break? And again, it's going to run into, resistance up here at this level, and we have to just kind of like wait and see what happens. But let me zoom on in here a little bit. On this weekly chart, you can definitely see what I was talking about when this thing was just doing this zigging and zagging. I was talking about that a lot, zigging and zagging. It was time to, it went a lot lower down here. I wasn't expecting it to go as low down here. But then once it did go down here and bounce back and bounce, it did bounce all the way back to the top. I really wasn't expecting it to go all the way back to the top, but it did. And that's the thing when it comes to trading, is you have to get to a place where you just trade what's happening in front of you and trade based on what the market is doing. Trade based on what is just happening. Let's leave it at that. Because again, we can see the pattern that it has been making all year long, and it has repeated it. The question is, that's one of the things I remember Wally and I was always wondering. We would trade what we call was bouncing stocks. The question was, when was it going to bounce? When is it going to pop the top of the range or end up dropping through the bottom of the range? And that's where Wally actually came up with some in the help. Wally came up with his indicators and all that he likes using. We all have our indicators that we like using that could help us see, because stocks do this type of thing. When is it time to actually stay in that thing, or is it getting ready to turn back down? Is it time to buy this thing, or is it getting ready to go lower? You know, with these bouncing stocks like this, that's one of the things that you need to know and you need to be able to see. And that's where kind of like indicators come in, and understanding candle patterns that can help you out and all when the market is at these tops, at these bottoms, and at these tops and all. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the daily chart and see what we see there. On the daily chart, I'm going to zoom in here and just zoom in here. The daily. Last week was a crazy week. This market dropped. It just gapped up crazy. It was a big day on FOMC day and all kind of surprises for myself and other traders that we were trading this thing and all. And then it gapped up even higher, you know, the next day and tried to even go higher during that day, you know. And then the following day, it actually finally did the pullback that we expect. We know we have a gap down here, and the question is it going to try to fill this gap sometime soon, or is this thing going to keep just running? It's going to end up basing and just running even more, you know, because like back here, as we can see, when the market did, the Russell did do a big gap, you know, I was kind of expecting it to break this level and go higher. It did, you know. Now the thing is it going to get up here and base again and end up going higher? Since it does have it's lagging, in my opinion, of the other indexes and all. And it's just kind of like getting used to seeing the pattern of the Russell itself. I'm actually remove these drawings down here. Remove. But that's it. That's all I really want to share at this time. Just getting used to, and you can see right now for me, I see I'm at the top of one of the range that the Russell usually likes trading at, and as you can see, it kind of this ended up being a almost support level, and that's what I kind of expect based on the lines that I actually be putting on my chart, to kind of help me to see the market. And I like price levels. I like price. Price is kind of like king to me when it comes to looking at the market, and candles kind of like a representation of price. So that's why you see that candles and price levels are what's important to me in my trading thing. I do use other indicators, but this is all I like. I think this will help a lot if you can see this. And that's all I really want to share. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys having a great weekend. Hope you guys had a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.